Well, this is a little boring and plastic looking. Oh yeah, that's better. A couple years ago, I impulsively bought this Green Hill playset I didn't need for absolutely no reason other than for novelty's sake. If you are a kid, I think this is a cute little thing to have, but I'm not a kid, and as such I wanted to spruce things up. My goal was to make a diorama project. A couple years ago, I used to make small-scale miniature model sets just for fun, but I wanted to apply the knowledge I've learned through that and make a really nice-looking Green Hill Zone set. No plastic, no spray paint, just real turf, some grass texturing, and a lot of time on my hands. Taking the little thing out of the box again, it's fine for what it is. It certainly has some cute details like a green base and some little rings just hanging around. But the first thing I wanted to do was get rid of that base altogether. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Styrofoam. See, I felt a styrofoam base would be a good start, as you can pin into the material, and it's solid but able to be manipulated. Once the styrofoam was unpacked, I had to unpackage some turf-textured mats I found at Walmart like years ago. See, I like these things because it really adds a layer of realism and texture to any scene you're trying to create. Placing them down, however, was an absolute nightmare, as I had to flatten them out since they were rolled up. Lots of hot gluing. Hey, that looks better. Look, palm trees! Admittedly, these palm trees aren't the most realistic looking things, but they are much better than doing like a cardboard cutout of a palm tree. Green Hill Zone is known to be festooned with little palm trees everywhere, so I leisurely placed them around the board. Next, we have the signature Green Hill Loop. Admittedly, I don't see too much wrong with this. I think making one out of clay or being able to add texture and dimension to the rock surfaces would be ideal, but this is a project for fun, and I didn't want to put that much work in. But that fake molded grass has gotta go. On the topic of the aesthetic of Green Hill, I ripped off the printed checkerboard sticker from one side of the loop and began to place it on the edge of the foam board. Much like in the Sonic games, where you can see the ground below is a checkerboard pattern. Alright, not bad. Everything's kinda coming together here. I've managed to not make a mess so far. Let's go to the garage so I can make a mess. Ooh, fancy fancy, check this stuff out. This is a bottle of Woodland Scenic's Fine Turf. You sprinkle this onto a set, and it gives much more dimension to your grass or foliage areas. Let's finally rid ourselves of that awful plastic fantastic fake grass by painting over it so the turf has something to adhere to. We'll sprinkle some on. And voila! Much better. Doesn't this look like actual grass now? So far, we've got basically all the elements I felt I needed to make this look like Green Hill. A tiny hedgehog is thrown in for scale, but I don't know. This just seems a bit empty, doesn't it? Let's add some more detail. In the Sonic games, Sonic is hardly ever running around in just a realistic grassy field, Sonic Frontiers being the exception. It's supposed to look a bit, surreal and fantasy-like. While online, I found multiple toy companies have made little Sonic accessories like springs and goalposts and item monitors, but to get them, I'd have to buy like figure packs ranging from $20 to $40, and that's not a whole lot of money, but also that's not worth it for the kind of project I'm doing here. Instead, let's bust out some Sculpey clay and make some tiny little details really quick. After baking for 15 minutes, the clay was ready to go, and it was time to hot glue all the little accessories down on the set. Now the set, I believe, looks much more alive and a bit more Sonic-like. This is a bit different from my channel, but I haven't really seen a lot of people do stuff like this, and it was a fun little challenge and project. It's so nice to do miniature modeling again. I'm gonna be honest, I have some little die-cast Sonic cars from Team Sonic Racing, and I'd love to make like a real racetrack with the cars so that they can race on them, complete with scenery, grass, loops, the whole shebang. If you're interested in seeing more videos like this or want to see some of that racing stuff, let me know in the comments. It's always nice to switch things up every once in a while. Anyways, friends, thanks so much for checking out this video. I'll catch you next time.